Okay everybody, we're going to get started. We're going to be doing the coloring the white embossing powder like we did on our previous video. So real quick, I'm going to just lay out the stamps that we're going to use, figuring out which ones, which sizes that would work best for what I was trying to create. Now coming up, I'm going to show you an embossing buddy, which is almost like the pillow piece that you see up in the upper right hand corner, this one right here, and then my EK Success Tools. They both do the same thing. They both have powder, and they work to keep the embossing powder from sticking in places that you don't want, because if you have oils or anything like that on your hands and you touch the paper, the embossing powder will stick to it. Alright, so we're laying in the different pieces, trying to figure out you can see it a little bit, what they call a watermark of where I'm putting, you know, all the details, creating a scene with the flower set here. And then I'm just going to take my Wow Opaque White embossing powder, it's the super fine, and we're going to cover up, you know, all the pieces. If you have any scragglers as far as the embossing powder, I always just have a paintbrush near me that is dry that I can brush everything away. And then after I heated it up, I was just showing you real quick there the different markers that we're going to use. This particular one right here is a LV3, a nice rich purple. And what I found with this one, because there are bigger sections of white embossing, is that on certain markers that I had, if they were like slowly drying out, it didn't give me a full, even, smooth coverage. So I would just, you know, play around with it, let it dry some, or let it sit for a second, and then you can always go back to it and add more color. The yellow we used was CT4, and the green that we're using now is CG4. And then of course, you know how to get a little pink up in there. And with the pink, we're doing the PP6. Now for the big flower, what I decided to do was do all 4 colors within that one petal. So as you go down, you know, we first did the yellow, then the pink, and then we got the purple, and then on the very bottom row of petals, we're going to do the green again. And it really does, it's amazing to me how vibrant it is on camera. It's vibrant in person as well, but I just love the way it looks. I really do. Alright, and then after I was done laying down the last little bit of green, there was a little bit of purple that I wanted to redo because I didn't like some of the marks that was left, so we redid that. And then I decided to work on my sentiment, and I used my label punch again. I'm really loving this label punch. And then I just stepped on there, happy blooming birthday, and we're gonna attach all the pieces to the card. And right there, it's hard to see because I sped this up really fast, but I wind up putting it on the wrong side of the card and had to flip it. And then once I got it set up right, I just attached the sentiment. And what I decided to do was use the bling in different sizes at the centers of all the flowers. And then I put 3 kind of around the sentiment to tie that in as well. And so you can see on the close-up here all the bling and how it all just, it really came out really pretty. I really love this technique. Thank you guys for joining me. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and make sure you share, because the more people know about my channel, the closer we get to that giveaway. Alright you guys, have a great one.